All right. Shout out to homie Noah for requesting this album. I appreciate you for being a patron as always. After this, let me know what you want me to get into next. If any of y'all that are watching this live in the stream or after the stream, make sure you subscribe first of all, but also check out the Patreon if you have any requests of your own. All right, let's lock in. What year did this album come out? This came out in 2018. Actually, I think the EP that I was talking about came out in a different time because I don't know if this was the same era, but yeah, this is 2018. So let's not waste no time. First song on the album is actually Growing Pains, which I already know the song. I think everybody in the world knows this song, but if you don't recognize it from the title, here's a little preview of it. Y'all know this song? But still the growing pains, they're keeping me up at night. And I can't hide, these growing pains are keeping me up at night. So yeah, that's the biggest song off the album. I don't think I've heard any of these other songs, but y'all know that. No, Dan, you never heard that? Melissa, you never heard that? What? Are y'all tripping? Maybe because I worked at a grocery store, I heard it all the time, but wow. Because back then in 2018, I was at the same job I'm at now. Because y'all know I left for like 4 or 5 years and I was there then. So, okay. I've only heard the Scar song. Okay, cool. I was about to play something else, but you know that song? Okay, that's good enough for me. So we're going to go ahead and skip over that song since I've heard it. You can check it out on your own time. But let's get straight into track 2. Wow, you either, Michi? Hey, I see you, Harless. I see you. Appreciate you for tapping in. Q to the A to the J. I am, yes, sir. To be honest, I only know 1 or 2 songs. I feel that. Well, let's go ahead and get straight into track 2, which is called Not Today. I miss y'all, man. How y'all doing? Well, I already asked y'all that, but I'm just hyped.
Someday I won't be afraid of my head. Someday I will not be chained to my bed. Someday I'll forget the day he left, but surely not today. One day I'll be snoozing peacefully, but surely not today. Surely not today. Surely not, surely not, surely not, surely not today. One day the thought of him won't hurt the same. Won't need distractions to get through the day. I guess I hope I'm gonna be okay, 'cause I'm not today.
Okay. This song actually plays into the theme of the first song, Growing Pains. Growing Pains to me is about like, it's kind of like this song in a way where she's in the transition of being sad to healing to trying to be happy, but she's like caught in that middle area. That's kind of what like Growing Pains was about. Like she understands that she has to grow and be happy, but it's hard, and that's what she was kind of acknowledging in Growing Pains. And this song, it's kind of like her saying, look, I know I'm gonna be all right, but not today. I'm not ready to be all right. And she mentioned a boy in this one. The first one didn't have no boy, but she kept on saying something about he left or whatever. So this one is in reference to a boy. But okay, Alessia, hopefully the theme of this album is a full recovery. We need a positive ending. It seems like she's headed that way. By the way, the song itself, it sounded good. It was sliding. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was sliding. I like that. But let's see where the story goes. Track 3 is I Don't Want To.
I don't wanna feel this blue. How do I let you go if I don't want to? I double take it every phone that rings out of habit. I can't shake the little things, they're harder to manage. Oh, I can't bury the past, but I'll I'll bury the hatchet. Can't we just pretend like this never happened? Yeah, every little thing is reminding me of you. Guess I'll set fire to my whole room. I could get on a flight, I can make up the time. I know why I'm out of line, can I see? I don't wanna let it show, but I still love you. And how do I let you know if I can't call you? How do I let you go if I don't want to?
So now she like, man, look, I do want to be with you, but I probably shouldn't. But so she's still kind of stuck in the area of like, like, I feel like I need you, but I really don't want to. That's kind of a tough spot to be in. But I think everybody experiences that when you just break up with somebody. You kind of like, you just want the good parts of them, but you can't go back because y'all broke up for a reason. That's tough. These songs are kind of short too, by the way. I don't remember how long Growing Pains was, but these last two songs were 2 minutes and something. So it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah. But this song was cool though. I like the acoustic vibe. It was real smooth, real smooth. You could do it, Alessia. Let's get through it. Track number 4 is 7 Days.
If there's a God, do you think he's looking down, curled up on his couch right now? As we fail to figure it out, does he turn down the sound? Is he proud? Are we proud? Guess we forgot how to live a life with no filter, making boring people famous. Let's pretend they're fascinating. Let's tell little girls that pretty girls are better, or that pigment or religion really matters. We're in some trouble, Mr. Maker. Don't turn away from your screen. At least the bubble that we've created could make for some good TV. Oh, Mr. Man upstairs, I know you're tuning in up there, way up there. Would you care to answer my question? Oh, the land of vortex. At least the bubble that we've created has made for damn good TV. Oh, Mr. Man upstairs, I know you're tuning in up there, way up there. Would you care to answer my question? Oh, the land of vortex, the spectacle of cut and paste that we made. Would you say, please say, it was worth the 7 days? Don't touch the remote, we'll be back in a moment. We are not hopeless, we are just coping. The mayhem is rolling, but it ain't showbiz. Reality's potent, chaotic, I know it. Bubble growing, have some hope in us. And what we worth, all the time you gave us. Oh, Mr. Man upstairs.
That was an interesting transition from like a relationship song to talking to God song. That was a strong transition. But at this point she like, man, is anything even worth anything? Like that's the vibe I'm getting. Like she's trying to talk to God and be like, yo, like, are we even like she's just trying to get answers at this. Like she don't know where to turn to. She turning to God. What's going on? What do we do? Is it even worth anything? Do you regret us? Do you still watch us? Do you know, she's having a lot of questions. She's confused, but she has a lot of hope. She knows there's good to come, and she's searching for that good. You're going to get there, Alessia. You're going to get there. She was in her I'm a vent to y'all bag. Pretty much. And she did it in a respectful way. Kind of like, like, she knows, but she just trying to She's trying to understand it more. That's all. That's all. But let's get into track 5. Trust My Lonely.
It's time I let you go. I made the mistake of writing your name on my heart, 'cause you cut the show. But it was too late. You left me stained, called it art. Do you crave control?
Oh wait, I know this song. I think they play this at my job too. Let me see what the chorus sound like right quick.
My world is brighter by yourself, and I can do better.
Yeah.
Do better.
Hey.
And I was swaying on the road.
Oh, I think this is the hook.
I found my footing on my own. I'm okay, I'm good as gold, and I can do better. Do better.
I have heard it, but I'm gonna let it ride out because I don't know all the lyrics. So I'm gonna peep the lyrics for y'all.
Ain't no love around here. I loved you once, but it made me dumb. Now I'm seeing it way too clear. You hurt me numb, and for that I've run out of time to have pain to feel. I gotta trust my lonely. Don't you know that you're bad for me? I gotta trust my lonely. Don't you know you're no good for me? I gotta trust my lonely. Don't you know you're no good for me? I gotta trust my lonely. My world is brighter by yourself, and I can do better, do better. You and I was swaying on the ropes. I found my footing on my own. I'm okay, I'm good as gold, and I can do better, do better. Don't you know that you're bad for me? I gotta trust my lonely. Don't you know you're no good for me?
Hey,
I gotta trust my lonely.
you said this song sliding, Jarrell? Yes, sir. That's what I was just about to say. Despite all the subject matters, Alessia, I feel like she knows how to make a heater. I always liked Alessia. I just never went deep into her discography. But she's sliding for sure. This song, I'm kind of confused about. Because I don't know who she's talking about. This song is right after the 7 Days song where she was talking to God. But before that, it was a song about a relationship. So I don't know if she's talking to God in this song or if she's talking to her ex. Hopefully she's talking to her ex, because if she's talking to God, then she pretty much just denounced God. And I can't co-sign that. So the key line that made me think it was about God was she said that find somebody else to, what did she say? She said, oh, go get your praise from someone else. That to me makes it seem like it was about God, but the fact that she's kind of bouncing back and forth between subjects, it could be about the boy. I don't know. I hope it's about the boy, but we're just gonna leave that where it's at for now. But like you said, Jarrell, it was sliding. Oh, that's the best one so far? They all sliding to me, sonically. But let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Track number 6 is Wherever I Live.
Just me, myself, and nothing. But I taught me how to love it. Home is wherever I live. Ah, 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 ah,
Hey.
ah, ah. Hard to sleep sometimes with no one by my side.
Heard that.
I do my best to find the sense in it. The more the days go by, the more myself and I shake hands and realize the benefits of independence. And it's really something. I live. Home is wherever I live.
Okay. Like I said, another acoustic song, again, another slider. She just knows how to make a heater. I didn't really grasp the full meaning of this song. I'm seeing, home is wherever I live. So, I'm good wherever I'm at. Like, no matter Like I'm gonna do me, whatever situation I'm in. That's kind of how I took it, but I didn't really understand the full aspect. I feel like I missed something for sure. But other than that, the song was sliding. Um, how y'all feeling about it so far? Y'all vibing with it? We listened to 6 songs already. Well, 5, but I played y'all the first song a little bit. Is it something that y'all would get into, or y'all feel like it's not really my vibe, but it's cool? Like, what y'all think? Decent to listen to, but nothing I'm rushing to add to my playlist. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Let's keep it going then. Maybe she'll give you something. Next track is All We Know.
Saint Nick don't exist anymore, and ours was just a lonely man. It's so damn hard to believe in anything again. Wise is the optimist, but truth is I don't understand. Haven't figured out much of anything. What a strange world, strange world, strange world. Round and round and round it goes. Heroes fall like dominoes. We try to help it, but we won't. All we know is that we don't. Round and round we go. The chips will fall and so it goes. And it's all out of our control. All we know is that we don't. In a strange world, strange world.
Hey, this sliding right here.
Strange world. Round and round it goes. Heroes fall like dominoes. We try to help it, but we won't. All we know is that we don't. Round and round we go. The chips will fall and so it goes. And it's all out of our control. All we know is that we don't.
This might be the best one. Hey. Hey, that was definitely my favorite song so far. That just had a different, yeah, that was different. I don't know what was different, but something, yeah, it had something. But let's get into the lyrics. She started it off with saying, Saint Nick doesn't exist anymore. Oz was just a lonely man. Are y'all surprised how much capability I have to pay attention to the lyrics? Because my whole YouTube career, I have purposely avoided lyrics, but now, obviously, with my new mindset, I must pay attention. I've always had the capability. I just didn't care enough. But now I have to care. If you know, you know. If you're watching this as a video after the stream, if you know me, you know me. But yeah. So she's saying that she don't know what to believe. All she knows is that she doesn't know, and she's still searching for what do I need. Where do I go? She's still in the search, but she's coming to grips with. At least she said, it's out of our control. A lot of things are. You know what I mean? And once you accept that, I feel like life gets easier. You can't control everything. You know, that's why they say let go and let God. Some things you can do, some things you got to give to him. So find that balance. But Alessia, I don't know where she's going, but that's where I'm at with the situation. But let's see where she's going. But that was definitely my favorite song so far, Sliding. Let's get into the next track, A Little More.
This feeling's hard to ignore. Please say you'll never get bored. Can you blame me for wanting a little bit more? A little more of you. A little more of you.
Okay, we got another acoustic joint again, Sliding. There's no skips on the album sonically. I don't know who she's referring to here. Again, is it the boy or is it God? Who are we talking about? She said, Mr. Knock on the Door. That can be either one. So I don't know, but she's in search for more. So let's continue following her on her search. I can listen to Alessia all day. Her voice is so soothing and she is so underrated. I feel like she is underrated. People don't consider her. I always thought she was cool though. Like, she just seemed really cool to me. But we're on track. We over halfway through the album now, and there hasn't really been a turnaround. Like, I hope. I mean, the album is called The Pains of Growing, but I thought that maybe we would end off with the growth part. I mean, we still could. Let's see. But so far, we have not. She's just been in search this entire album. And maybe that's what the whole album represents, is the search. And maybe the next album is the growth. Underrated for sure, even though she got a Spotify listener, a lot of Spotify listeners, but she isn't mentioned in the media much. Yeah, because I think it's because she doesn't promote like toxicity and negativity. Like, she's not, that's how you get to the top. The more you promote violence and drugs and sex and all that stuff, that's how they see you and that's how they push you. She don't do none of that. But she still got her solid fan base. So that's what's up. Let's get into track 9, Comfortable.
What happens to a flame when it burns out? What happens to a love that's not new? What happens when I'm no longer impressive? Or when there's nothing left to learn about? How do you see? I used to wonder about you.
You said I think Scars to Your Beautiful definitely changed a lot of the women's perspectives on body image and stuff, because it was definitely a hit. Yeah, that song is super necessary. A lot of people needed to hear that, and that's not the kind of stuff that they want to push. I mean, that song was big, but I think the people made that big. You know what I mean? The people made that what it was. Because the people at the top, they don't care about all that. They want you to feel bad about yourself, and because then they gonna make more money off of it. You're gonna buy more makeup. You're gonna buy more fat burners, and you're gonna buy more blah 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 blah. So I'm always surprised when anything like that gets through, but I'm glad when it does. So shout out to Alessia for that.
In us, say the honeymoon is just a puppet show. They say nobody really makes it through. And though a part of me wishes that this was 2 Julys ago, the rest of me is safer here with you. But it took you nothing to know me. What happens when I run out of parts? Yeah. Oh, I guess you could say that it's comfortable and it's inevitable. In love, oh, it's time we make way for the comfortable, 'cause it's already comfortable in us, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And the comfortable with you.
Hey, you said the old time 6'8" meter feel sounds nice on this song. Yeah, the blues type of vibe. I feel like it was sliding. It took me a while to start grasping what this song was talking about, but it sounds like to me that I guess maybe she met somebody else. That's what it seems like. She's with a new guy, and the honeymoon stage is over, and she was kind of like, I think, worried about that. Like, okay, what we gonna do now? But then she realized, oh, we just comfortable. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? Once you get past that brand new, you get to you just locked in. It's not a lot of wondering going on anymore. It's, I know who I'm with. Now let's make it last. That's what I took away from the song. But it was sliding. I like the blues vibe to it. It was sliding. What made you want to listen to this album? Somebody requested it on Patreon, and I just figured I'd share it with y'all as well. It's way more fun to listen to music with y'all. So yeah, that one was my favorite. Okay, heard that. Yeah, it was a Patreon request though. Speaking of Patreon, if you have a request, whether you're watching this in the stream or after the stream as a video, slide over to the Patreon, show some love to your boy in a big way, and request not whatever you want, because there are descriptions on there, but we can get into it. Just go check it out. Even if you don't have request ideas, you can get all my videos unedited. A lot of people don't like the edits. That's where it's at, so go check that out. But let's see where it goes. Track 10 is Nintendo game.
Baby, this is getting too crazy. I don't have the training. Baby, this love ain't a game, so we should stop playing. Push and shove. Go ahead and take your aim. We better duck. 'Cause right now nobody's safe and we could grow up. But it's no fun that way, and so we treat love like it's a Nintendo game, but nobody wins.
Let's talk about it. A lot of relationships going on today is just like, nobody wants to have a real relationship. I don't even think a lot of people understand what a real relationship is. A real relationship is not, like she said in the previous song, that honeymoon stage. It is not that. Once you get past that is when a real relationship starts. Because the honeymoon is focused on all the good. But then once you get settled in, you see all the bad. And a relationship is accepting that bad with the good. Now, it's about realizing if that bad is worth the good, because everybody has bad, but is that bad worth you staying? That's what it's about for both people involved. And but some people don't care about the growth of the relationship. They just want to do the good things, and whenever the bad things come, they want to argue about it, not talk to each other, and then pretend it never happened. And it's like, if you don't put a Band-Aid on this wound, it's going to get infected. And then you're going to die. So, lock in. It's always a work in progress. Facts.
Go ahead and take your aim. We better duck. 'Cause right now nobody's safe and we could grow up. But it's no fun that way, and so we treat love like it's a Nintendo game.
Nobody wins. Yeah, this song is basically about toxic relationships and how people just would rather fight every day and ignore it and act like it didn't happen than to actually communicate and grow past the situation and grow to love each other more, and all of that. But people, they pretend like they don't like toxic relationships, but sometimes you can't tell. Like, you can't tell because they just stay in them. And I don't know, man. I'm not even going to get into that, but that was a toxic relationship song. Let's get into the next track, Out of Love.
I won't ask you to hold me.
Yeah, keep that from me, Dan. Keep that from me.
'Cause that woman was helpless. There's not a thing I could say, not a song I could sing for your mind to change. Nothing can fill up the space. Won't ask you to stay, but let me ask you one thing. Oh, when did
So now what's going on is perhaps the last song, they was not getting along, whatever, and it just wasn't working. Maybe it's because he fell out of love, like, and I believe that too, man. I feel like a lot of people, they fall out of love, but still stay together because that's what they used to. If you just stick to what you're used to, how you supposed to grow? When you go into something new, it's going to be a little uncomfortable. Like if you go on a new job, you're not going to know everything about the job on the first day. You got to step by step, and then you get comfortable. It takes work. So hopefully that means that she left the relationship by calling him out. Like, look, you don't even love me no more. Let's just wrap it up. Hopefully that was her awakening to leave the relationship. But Alessia is so talented. Is sliding all over this album. Sliding. Let's get into track 12, Girl Next Door. Uh-oh. I hope that don't mean what I think it means. Another acoustic joint.
Never have I ever been someone who's had it all. Like not at all. And on occasion I could think too much. I get uncomfortable, hide behind my walls, and I talk in circles, but at least I say what I mean. And I rock my heart on the sleeve of my t-shirt. So if I should die tomorrow, I'll die with all of me, all of me. And if I give back the time that I've borrowed, I know I gave everything, everything. And no, you won't forget me, no.
So it's definitely not what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be that he was cheating with the girl next door, but now she's saying she's the girl next door. So she's saying, look, no matter, despite everything, at least I kept it a stack with you. That's how she feeling right now.
No, and no, you won't forget me, no. No, you won't forget this girl next door. And I may not be a genius, I'm just a girl with some reasons to stay plain Jane, but I won't go till you hear me. I'll be sure not to leave for you know my name. If I know I gave everything, yeah. You won't forget me, no. No, you won't, yeah. Forget this girl next door.
Okay. Like I said earlier, this song is just about her saying that despite everything, I keep it a stack. But man, we really not getting an outcome from this. I thought we was going to get a breakthrough. It seemed like this isn't really like a sad, this is not a song about emotion to me. This is more just of saying like, hey, I was real with you at least. Like that's all that is to me so far. But as far as the album goes, we still have not gotten a positive outcome. The growth from the pains of growing. But like I said, that's probably the next album or something. So let's keep it going. Track 13, My Kind.
We told those little girls they're gonna be okay. Still picture it all in my mind. Making the campfire out of broken flashlights. Jealous of your high tops, cause someone stole mine. Wish somebody would've told me that we'd be alright. My kind of time's meant to carelessly spend, and my kind of nights are the ones that don't end. My kind of fun doesn't make any sense, and my kind of love you won't ever forget. My kind of time's meant to carelessly spend, and my kind of nights are the ones that don't end. My kind of fun doesn't make any sense, and my kind of love you won't ever forget.
This song ironically is a contrast to Y'all probably don't know in the chat, but if you're watching this as a video and you're a fan of Alessia, her song here, her breakout song where she kind of talks about her not wanting to be at the party because it's not for her not wanting to be around drugs and be around this and that because it's not for her. This seems like it's a kind of a contrast. Like she's kind of leaning into that, maybe not deeply, but she's more open to the party vibe now. That's what it seems like so far.
I'm a product of the who's, whens, and hows. Those who let go and those who stuck around. I wish somebody would have told me I'd be here now. Cause this kind of life is one to sing about. Yeah. My kind of time's meant to carelessly spend. And my kind of nights are the ones that don't end. My kind of fun doesn't make any sense. And my kind of love you won't ever forget. My kind of time's meant to carelessly spend. And my kind of nights are the ones that don't end. My kind of fun doesn't make any sense. And my kind of love you won't ever forget.
Hey, this one beating.
My kind of love you won't ever forget. Wish somebody would have told me that we'd be alright.
Hey, that joint was beaten. I couldn't really grasp. Hey, what's up with you, Adrian? I see you. I couldn't really grasp the full concept of the song. I just felt like the hook was like a contrast of her song here. But I feel like I might be wrong on that. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments whenever you're watching this as a video after the stream. What is this song about to y'all? Because I feel like I'm kind of confused on that. But either way, it was beaten. Let's get into track 14. Possibly the last track because track 15 is Growing Pains Reprise. I might listen to it. It's only a minute, so you know what? I'll listen to it. But let's get into Easier Said.
Healing and patience are lovers. Don't place the blame on your heart just to shut them up. There ain't a rush to recover. Cause it's easier said than. Healing and patience are lovers. Don't place the blame on your heart just to make them stop. Just take your time to recover. Cause it's easier said than done. Hey boy with the painted frown, listen up, shake off the cloud that follows you around. So what if you're a bit bitter before you recharge? I mean, I spend my days complaining to a guitar. Remember, everyone is coping with their own scars, and just a little bit of time could get you so far. Just to shut them up, there ain't no rush to recover. Cause it's easier said than. Healing and patience are lovers. Don't place the blame on your heart just to make them stop. Just take your time to recover. Cause it's easier said than done.
Hey, I think this is it, y'all. I think that was the turnaround that we was waiting for the whole album. She was basically saying, look, like, yeah, deal with what you got to deal with. Don't rush it, because sometimes when people try to, it's equivalent to like if you get hurt, right? If you playing football and you break your leg, don't hurry up and try to get back into the game. Make sure you all the way healed first before you lock back in. She was even saying stuff like, what did she say to the guy? Hey boy with the painted frown, listen up, shake off the cloud that follows you around. Think fast, change your mood, and be approachable. So she even saying like, look, don't be walking around here, wearing your sadness, but also deal with it. Don't walk around here wearing it and let it consume you, but also deal with it. But also don't rush it, because you want to be able to really shake back in a big way. I think we just got the turnaround that we needed. I think I'm gonna put that on the playlist. That's going on the playlist for sure. Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. I like that. Okay, Alessia, we finally got to where we needed to get. But let's listen to the Growing Pains reprise. I'm not sure how different this is going to be, but it's only a minute, so let's go ahead and listen to that first before we discuss the album.
These days I'm my own best friend. I make my bed to lay in it again. Don't know who to trust, and no time of the month can justify this. Blame it on the growing pains. Just blame it on the growing pains. Blame it on the growing pains. Or blame it on me. Blame it on the growing pains. Just blame it on the growing pains. Blame it on the growing pains. Or blame it on me. Just blame it on me. Or do I blame it on me?
Okay, I didn't expect that to be super different. Like, I don't even think that's any of the same lyrics from the original track. I was thinking about Lord has a song that she has a reprise version of. I forget which one, but it was all like the same lyrics, I believe, just like a different beat. But this was totally different. She just used the same subject. This song, it seems almost like a backtrack from the previous track, so I don't know how I feel about that. So I'm gonna just leave that where it's at. I don't really have no way to feel about it. But the easier said was, I felt like that was the turnaround that we needed in the album. Now let's talk about the album. So the album was a big, like I said, search for what's right. She's like she started off kind of like searching for what's right. Then she kind of made her own conclusion and acceptance. And I think the easier said track was the positive outcome. Like, look, I accept that there's growing pains, but I'm on my way out. Like, that's the vibe I got from the easier said track. So this album, I think overall, it has a positive outcome. So I think this album is pretty solid. Alessia is always an artist that I feel like somebody said earlier, is underrated. I feel like she know how to make some heaters. All of these songs sound good. There was not a song on here that I felt like, oh, I can't wait for this to go off, or, you know, like all of these songs sonically are good. I mean, aside from the reprise, not that it's not good, but it wasn't even like a full song, and I don't really count that. It's almost like an interlude. But everything else, man, I like the composition and structure of the album. I was confused about some placements of certain tracks, like the 7 Days track where she talked about God. And then the next track, she mentioned, you know, go get your praise from somebody else. That was kind of suspicious for me, but I'm not the artist. I don't know what she's actually talking about. So I'm going to just leave it there. But I enjoyed this album. Shout out to you. Was it Noah? Let me see. I think it was Noah. Yeah, shout out to you, Noah, again, for requesting this album on the Patreon. Again, if you are new to the channel or whatever, first of all, subscribe. But also check out the Patreon if you have some requests you want to get to your boy. Even if you don't have requests, you can watch all my videos in full, unedited, including this one. So make sure you check that out. And make sure you catch the next live stream, because it's always more fun listening to music with the homies. So make sure you tap in. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the album. And that's all I got to say about it. It's been your boy Casual on Camera. I'm out.